Okay, it finally worked. Wow. You can begin to settle in to your seat, softening your gaze. You'll want to make sure that you have a blanket and a cushion for this practice, and potentially a couple of layers so you can stay comfortable throughout the practice, and some water.
Left.
You're doing great. Yeah, you can come in and have a seat on your cushion. We're going to keep that light on.
Need that better.
Yeah. Just because. So we are going to start sitting on our cushion.
Okay.
And is it comfortable for you to cross your legs? Okay. So we will begin our class.
Just have fun.
Do you need a bigger cushion?
That's okay. You're stuck.
I think I want to get rid of all those.
It's okay. I'm good.
Do you have one more pillow you could use?
I'm really fine.
Well, we're going to be sitting in this position a lot.
I can do it. Okay.
So we want to make sure when we're sitting that our hips are higher than our knees. And so if we need more pillows to prop us up, that's what we will do. Are you holding?
No.
So we will put our hands in Gyan Mudra, index finger to thumb and rest them out on our legs. And we're going to do a Kundalini fusion class, which Kundalini is the yoga of awareness, and it's very good for our spine and for our energetic body. So if we think about our physical body, and then when we talk about an aura, we have our energetic, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual bodies. So we have a bubble around us. And this specific kriya, or set of exercises, is to awaken the 10 bodies. So this mantra that we're listening to is used as a way to tune in. So we're going to put our hands to heart center right in front of our sternum and push into your sternum here with your thumbs. And if you have any wrist or thumb injury, you can decrease the amount of angle. You don't need to bring your arms to a 90-degree angle, so that's perfectly fine. We want comfort here, but we do want a little bit of compression on the chest, because the gland that's in our heart chakra is the thymus gland, and it's involved with our lymphatic system. And so we just want to give it a little bit of pressure here and bring some energy into our lymphatic and immune system. And right now we're seated in easy pose. However, if we need to change at any point, we can modify and put the cushion underneath our legs and come up into this position. We just want our spine to be supported the whole time. So with our hands at heart center, we're going to begin with the chant Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. And it means I bow to the teacher, the divine teacher within. So we're going to repeat it 3 times, and you can listen or you can join in. So we'll first fill the lungs on our inhale, closing the eyes and bringing the gaze to the third eye center. And on the exhale, release any tension that you're holding anywhere in your body. In our next inhale, fill the lungs once again. And we'll begin tuning in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. So feel free to join in this time. Inhaling, filling the lungs. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And one more time. Inhale, filling the lungs. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And now we will do the protection chant. This is thought to help us clear our energy body so that we are protected from within. And you can listen or chant it with me. This will be repeated 3 times too. And there's benefit to chanting even if you don't get all of the sounds right. Just the vocalization is very good for our nervous system. So we'll begin on the next inhale. Adgude Name, Jugadgude Name, Satgude Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhale, repeating. Adgude Name, Jugadgude Name, Satgude Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. And inhaling one last time. Adgude Name, Jugadgude Name, Satgude Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhaling, filling the body with light, all of your cells. And exhaling, you can release the arms down again to Gyan Mudra, resting them on your knees. This is good if you've recently had thumb surgery, because the muscles active in this mudra are very good for strengthening and stabilizing the thumb. And we are going to begin with spinal rotations. And all of this I will demonstrate, and then we will make sure to modify based on your needs. And if you've had spinal surgery or have a spine injury, it's really important to make sure there's no pain on any of these. So no pain or discomfort. We're just kind of milking the joints in the spine as we do this practice. So we're going to begin by inhaling forward, bring the chest forward, and then exhaling, curling the back, belly button is back. So it's kind of like cat-cow, but we're moving in a rotation. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And feel free to modify your legs however you need. And you also, if it's more comfortable for you, you can bring them like this, if that's more comfortable. Or you can put them straight up. Just make sure that you can ground into your sit bones so you feel grounded. And we'll put our hands face down on our knees, or our shins, thighs. Inhaling forward, exhaling backwards. So we're going to continue with this, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's happening with your energy as you do this. Kundalini is thought of as the divine feminine energy. And it lies at the base of the spine, where anatomically we have a ton of nerve endings coming out of the spine. And as we move through this practice, we are going to activate these nerves and the cerebral spinal fluid that moves through the body and up towards the brain to help clear out anything that's stuck in the tissues. And we're doing this through our prana, which translates to life force, and it is our breath. Kundalini is different than Hatha yoga, where we are going through a sequence of poses that are a lot of times what we think about in a yoga class. Kundalini is very focused on the breath, and we'll repeat a lot of the postures focusing in on the breath. So it's a great time to be able to close your eyes and focus at your third eye, tuning into what's going on inside. And I will go at a pace that's comfortable to me, and you go at a pace that's comfortable to you, based on what your body needs. And we will now reverse our rotations. Inhaling again forward, and this time rotating towards the left. Oftentimes this will be repeated 108 times, 54 times in either direction. We're not going to do it that long today though. And begin to make your rotation smaller. Moving the spine closer and closer to straight. Feeling the pressure on your sit bones as it moves right to left, coming more into balance. Until you can find stillness, raising the top of your head up towards the ceiling, letting the breath settle. And now we are going to practice breath of fire, because we'll be using this throughout our practice. This breathing practice is really good for creating the internal fire within ourselves so that we can transform energy. So a lot of times we feel grief, and with breath of fire we can transform grief into compassion for ourselves and for others. Similarly, if we're feeling anger, we can use breath of fire to transform this again into compassion, or to transform it into energy to create change, just as the fire does. So this breath is marked by a forceful exhale, where we're going to snap the belly button in towards the spine. And then the inhale just happens. So if you'd like, you can place your hand on one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest, and you'll feel your belly button move in on the exhale. And this practice can take a lot of practice, so just stick with it for a while, and we'll practice it now. Good. Kind of like you're panting like a dog, forcefully blowing out through your nose. And full exhale. Inhale, fill the lungs completely. Suspend the breath. Holding it as long as you're comfortable, and then exhaling slowly. Now we're going to move into child's pose. So you can just move your cushion to the side and spread your knees wide on the mat here. Good. Pressing your forehead down and helping your lower spine to decompress. Feeling length from the top of your head all the way through your tailbone. Breathing into all spaces on your back. Our breath is what allows energy to move along the spine. So through this pose, you want to move your energy. If you have any discomfort, you can breathe into this area. When we are able to make our exhale longer than our inhale, we send a message to our nervous system that we're safe. So whenever you find yourself in a resting position on or off your mat, you can extend your exhale, helping your body to restore and reset. And our third eye chakra, which is located on the forehead, right between the eyebrows, is what gives us our intuition and vision, our ability to dream and make manifest the life we want to live. So every time you bring your awareness to your third eye, you're strengthening this connection with the pituitary gland, tapping into your innate wisdom. And we'll now begin to make our way onto our back. And for this pose, a lot of times we have our hands underneath our sacrum, but if we've had a wrist injury, we're going to use a pillow instead of our hands. The hands can just lie flat to help us stabilize on the mat. And this is called stretch pose. It's a fundamental Kundalini exercise. And traditionally, when we do this, we're going to lift both legs. But if you have not done this before, I want to start with one leg at a time. So So we're gonna, whatever modification we need for our hands, you can put your hands right under your sacrum if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, we'll modify by putting a pillow under the sacrum to help support the lower back. And then we're going to do that same breathing practice, breath of fire, here. Snapping the belly button in on the exhale. Yeah, let's just practice it before we raise the legs up. Perfect. And so then you can alternate which leg you lift up, keeping your lower back connected to the ground. Okay. So you can continue with the breathing. So make sure when you're exhaling, instead of pushing out, you're pulling in. Oh, yeah. So exhale. Good.
Like,
there you go. There you go. That's good. Okay. So we're activating the deep core muscles with this. Oftentimes we can breathe reciprocally, which means we push our stomach out on the exhale, in on the inhale. We want to make sure that the belly button is coming towards the spine. There you go. That looks better. Okay. So we're going to do this for a minute here, alternating your legs when you need to. And if your neck feels okay, you can bring your chin up and look at your toes when you do this. It's always fine to take a break. Just try to stick with the breathing no matter what your legs are doing or your head is doing. And full exhale, releasing and letting the body rest on the mat. And we're going to repeat this one more time. So when you're ready, you can inhale to begin, finding whichever version of legs, neck, and arms is right for you. Checking in with your chest and making sure that you're breathing from your stomach. Awakening the energy within you, stoking your internal fire. And exhale fully, letting your body relax and melt into the mat. Inhale, checking in with your energetic body. So we are going to stay on our backs. And this time we're going to bring our knees into our chest. You can wrap your arms around your knees if that's comfortable for you. And we're going to lift the nose between the knees or as close as possible. And we're going to do the same breathing practice here for 1 minute. This time we're compressing the abdominal contents. So very good for digestion and specifically for clearing out negative thoughts. As you look at your belly button, make sure it's moving in on your exhale. The inhale is passive, the exhale is forced. Continue here for 15 more seconds. And exhale, releasing your legs out, finding stillness once again in your body. Closing your eyes and bringing your attention to your third eye. And we'll find our way back up into a seated position. If you want to try sitting in rock pose, you can do that, which is on your heels with a pillow between your heels and your bum. If that feels better for your hips than just something else to try. Otherwise, you can sit in what they call easy pose, which isn't always that easy. And we're going to bring our arms our thumbs to one another, up overhead at 60 degrees. So we're not, yeah, there you go. And the hands are in a small fist. And we're going to do that same breathing pattern. And we're getting a really good abdominal workout with this. So on our inhale, fill the lungs up. And on the exhale, begin breath of fire. If you'd like, you can imagine a line from one thumb to the next above you. Like a rainbow on top of you. You can rest your arms down if you need to. Bringing your gaze to your third eye. If you're ready for an extra thing to think about, on your exhale, think about lifting your pelvic floor up off the ground or off the cushion underneath you. Like a kegel, you're lifting the root of you up off the ground and helping to contain and move this energy upwards in the body. And exhale, releasing bringing the thumbs up to touch overhead. Big inhale. Holding the breath as long as it's comfortable. And releasing the arms down to your knees, coming into Gyan Mudra. And just taking a moment to yourself here. Okay. And I'm going to show you the setup before we move. So we're going to sit so that we're long on our mat. And we're going to, you can, okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This isn't middle splits. We're not going for a stretch here. We want to make sure that our legs there's a deep enough V that we feel centered. And we're going to inhale the arms up, and you can just watch so you understand what's going to happen. We're going to inhale the arms up and then exhale down to one leg. Forehead comes down. No worries if you don't have that flexibility. You can just come to whatever and you can rest your forearms on the ground. And then we're going to inhale up and then exhale to the other side. So as you do it for a couple of times, you can decide where you want your legs to be and if the cushion is helpful or not. All right. Okay. So I'll inhale the arms up and exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Adjust as you need to for your flexibility. And using the strength of your core to help you move so you're not using just your back. Get the full life out of each breath. Just move when you're ready to. I'm going to talk a little bit as we're doing this. So the 10 bodies in Kundalini include the soul body, the negative mind, or what we can consider the discerning mind, the mind that helps us keep ourselves alive, the positive mind, the mind that gives us hope, and the neutral mind, which allows us to move with the flow of life, not finding judgment of circumstances, but instead just moving in the flow like water. And then there's our physical body and our arcline, which we were working with in the practice before this, imagining a light between our thumbs overhead, like a rainbow above. And then there's an aura, our pranic body, or our energetic body that deals with our breath, the subtle body, and the radiant body. So each one of these practices is helping us to awaken these within us. Inhaling in the middle, exhaling down. When we talk about the energy anatomy of our body, the left side of our body corresponds with the feminine energy, the energy that is here to receive and be still. It's the yin, the darkness, and the connection. And the right side of our body corresponds with the masculine energy, the fire, the energy of our will, productivity, structure, and the energy that gives. So take a little bit of time here as you're moving from right to left into your body to check in with how much you're giving and how much you're receiving, how much you're doing, and how much time you're spending being. And we'll exhale the arms down, finding our spine tall and long. And we'll take a quick water break because with all of this breathing, I feel dry. So now we're going to move back into whichever seated position you find as your preference. Do you want the other cushion?
It depends on what we'll do. But
We're going to move the kind of a cat-cow seated. So I would think the cushion would be. Are you okay? Is that your thought? Okay. Okay. All right. So from here, we're going to do spinal flexes. Again, thinking about moving this energy up and through the body. So we'll inhale the belly forward, chest is back. And then exhale, belly button is backwards, chest is forward. Grab wherever you need to feel steady. Feeling yourself root like a tree through your sit bones into the earth below you. You'll often hear, if you have a physical therapist around, that motion is lotion.
Mm-hmm.
And this comes from the idea that every joint in our body gets nourishment through the movement of the joint. And if we don't move it, or we don't move it to its full range of motion, then part of our joint is cut off from the blood flow, which brings the nourishment to the joint. So thinking about this with your spine here, doing a scan from tailbone to the crown of your head, really imagining bringing nourishment as if you're painting the inside of each joint, each vertebrae. And now we're going to move temporarily. Is it hurting your knees to sit on your knees like this?
No.
Okay. You can find whichever, if it feels best to have something under in between your legs and your heels, you can do that. We call this rock pose. And we're going to place our hands flat on our thighs. And we're going to do the same spinal movement. This time the hands are going to move up and down the legs. So when we exhale, the hands move forward towards the knees. Looking down, belly button is back and chest is forward. And then inhale, bringing the chest forward, belly button forward. Hands are towards our closer in. Exhale. Inhale. As we move towards the close of 2021 and towards the beginning of 2022, I'm thinking about in what ways you need support from yourself or others. So that you can love yourself even more deeply. Maybe you feel warmth underneath your hands, your legs. This is energy. And exhale fully, coming back to a neutral spine. And take a sip of water. It's a very dry time of year. And if you have heat running, it's even drier. It takes a lot of moisture to breathe. It's actually a very dehydrating activity. So when you're doing a practice that's focused on breath, you want to make sure you're moisturizing your lungs. So from here, we're going to stay seated in this position if it's comfortable for you. And we'll grasp the shoulders. The fingers are in front and the thumb is behind, if that's comfortable. And we're going to inhale and turn just enough that feels good for your body. And then we're going to exhale to the right. Okay, really thinking about your core here. That helps keep your spine stable and strong through rotation. Okay, we're inhaling to the left. This is the feminine side of our energetic body. And exhaling to the right, the masculine side of our energetic body. Balancing here, we're receiving the air, and then we're giving it away. You can close your eyes and bring your gaze to your third eye. And if it's comfortable for you, you can move faster, but you don't have to. Especially if you've had any back pain or surgery, you want to be nice and gentle with your spine. And depending on where your energy's at, you'll want to go slower. But it is possible to do this like this. Just showing for demonstration purposes. You can just choose whatever your body feels good with. Twisting is very good for the digestive system. And moving stuck energy that's held in the intestines or other vital organs in the core of the body. It's like wringing out a washcloth. This exercise is called heart opener. And as we're twisting like this, especially with our arms open, our heart open, we're nurturing our heart chakra. Maybe you want to send a message of loving kindness to yourself. Continue on with this for 15 more seconds. We'll come to the middle. Rest the arms down. Maybe you want to shake them out a little bit. Maybe you feel some sensation in your hands or throughout your body. Any tingling, heat, or coldness. This is a sign that you're moving energy. So we're going to bring the arms back up to the shoulders here. And we're going to inhale, the elbows up, the back of the wrist touch the side of the neck here. Good. And then exhale down. So you can just let your arms be open. Yeah, perfect. Fingers are resting on the front of the shoulder, thumbs on the back. This is really good for the lymphatic system. You have tons of lymph nodes underneath your armpits. So if you're trying to strengthen your immune system or support it, it's a good one to do. The other place that a lot of lymph nodes live is in our belly, and deep breathing activates them. Again, we're working with the arms and the shoulders here. This is our heart chakra, parts of our body. Maybe now you want to think about sending loving kindness to someone in need. And inhale, the arms, elbows up. And exhale, releasing the arms down. Finding stillness in your body. Adjusting in whatever way your body needs right now. And the next practice we're going to do, we're going to interlock the fingers. Is that comfortable for you? Mm-hmm. And look down and see which side you naturally grasped. The left thumb on top corresponds with the dominant feminine energy, and the right thumb on top corresponds with the dominant masculine energy. So based on what we were talking about earlier, if you're feeling like you're in a mode where you want to receive more, you can change and put your left hand on top. Or if you're wanting to be in a place of giving more, you can put your right thumb on top. This is called Venus lock. And we're going to inhale the arms up, exhale them down. Support your shoulder through this. by keeping your entire arm active, keeping your upper back active, and imagining that you're moving through water. So the movement is fluid on your shoulders. You can close your eyes and bring your gaze to your third eye. And exhaling, releasing the hands. This next one, we're going to do some shoulder movement. So we're going to bring the left shoulder up on our inhale, the right shoulder up on our exhale. And reversing, inhaling the right shoulder up, exhaling the left shoulder up. Exhaling, releasing everything. And if you need a position change, you're welcome to change here. I'm going to change into easy pose. And feel free to moisturize through water. And now we're going to do the last of this type of exercise where we bring both shoulders up on the inhale, exhale, both shoulders down. Here we're really bringing a lot of energy. We've been bringing it up through the bottom of the spine, and now we're really moving it into the top of our body, up towards that crown chakra. Big inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, releasing. Maybe you want to do some head circles, neck circles here. Reversing. And this time, We're going to, only our neck is going to move. And we're going to inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Only as much as your neck wants to. And you're welcome to keep your eyes open if you get dizzy, or you can close your eyes, bringing them to the third eye. And exhaling to the right, finding stillness. And then inhaling to the right, exhaling to the left. We're going to reverse it for one more minute. We're balancing our masculine and feminine energy. And finding stillness in the center. If you need to do any neck circles or static stretches here, you're welcome to. We're done with all of these exercises. And I'm going to set up for our next exercise. For this one, we're going to do frog pose. And if we've had surgery recently on our wrist or hand, we're going to put our forearms here, and we're going to exhale when we're down and inhale our spine straight, and our weight is going to stay through our forearms. So inhale, exhale. And I'm going to show the other version. We're going to put the fingertips on the ground and exhaling when we're down. Good. Exhaling and inhale powerfully up.
I just have to.
What happened?
Nothing. I just like a little bit sore from hiking.
Oh, yeah. So good time for me to chime in. This is just as good if we do mini squats, so like a half bend, and maybe we'll just do that. Okay.
Yeah, you do the full.
Okay, I'll do the full. And so the modification is to not come all the way down into a full squat. And we want to check in with our knees and make sure that they feel good throughout this. That looks great.
Can you remind me where we can do next time?
Yes. So we're going to inhale when we straighten our legs. The hips are up. And then we're going to exhale as we come down. We're going to do this 26 times. after you've gotten to, after we've gotten to 26, we're going to come into Shavasana. And take a sip of water if you'd like before this. What?
This is not a beginner class.
Oh. Tiring. It's interesting because
Breathing is very tiring.
it is. And that's
And also your quads.
and the quads on the frog pose.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I'm going to show how I would set up to support the back in the best way. So you can lie down. Okay. And then very nice to put some support under the knees. Here. And
This is what I do.
you can close the lights down. Finding stillness. Our bodies are made up of billions of vibrating particles. We can impact our experience of the world by changing our vibration. The first step in this is having awareness. So we're going to do a chakra balancing meditation. Bring your awareness to your root chakra and pelvic floor, the base of the spine. And as you breathe in here, Imagine red, solid earth. And smell the red, solid earth. And now bring your awareness a few inches higher in the body to the sacral chakra. And from here, imagine an orange, sunlit ocean. And taste the waters of the orange, sunlit ocean. And bring your awareness a couple of inches above your navel to your solar plexus. And from here, imagine golden, glowing sun rays. And feel the warmth of the golden, glowing sun rays. And now bring your awareness higher to the center of your chest, your heart chakra. And here, imagine a lush green forest. And feel the breeze in this lush green forest. And bring your awareness a little bit higher to your throat. And here you can imagine a blue tinged full moon. Imagine a blue tinged full moon in your throat chakra. And feel the glow of this blue tinged full moon. And now bring your awareness between your eyebrows at your third eye. And here you can imagine a single lavender point of light, one pointed awareness. Now bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And imagine here an infinite, bright, white light. And let yourself dissolve into this infinite, bright, white light. And slowly begin to awaken the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Just as gently as you'd waken an infant. You can gently roll over to your left side, rolling into a ball. And gently pushing yourself up. We're going to do one final seated meditation. And if your body would like to sit in a chair for this is a great one to sit in a chair for. So you can fully rest.
Because I'd be happy right here.
Do you feel more comfortable sitting?
I feel good right here.
Okay. And mantra is one of the practices in yoga that helps us to vocalize and move energy, especially through the throat chakra, or our chakra that's able to speak our truth clearly and confidently. And So I'm going to play this mantra, and we're going to lift the root lock, the pelvic floor, lifting the sex organs and the anal sphincter as we do this. And you can listen at first. Mentally imagining moving your spine in a circle. The mantra is Ek Ong Kar. You can sing or chant along. Bring your index finger and your thumb together to Kriya Mudra, reminding you of your infinite capacities. This mantra means the creator and the creation are one. This is our true identity. The ecstasy of the experience of the wisdom is beyond all words and brings indescribable bliss. This mantra helps us move from individual consciousness to unity consciousness, awakening our chakras. And we will close with the longtime sun. I'm going to sing it to you. Okay. You can bring your hands to heart center. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. You're so welcome. That's so much fun. I love that.
Make sure you got a lot of water and check in with your energetic body in the next hours to see how you're feeling.